Assalamu alaikum. The study I choose today by Mathew et al. It was published at MTPI in 2021, titled Comparative Evaluation of Mineral Trioxide Aggregate Obturation using 4 different techniques, a laboratory study. Shabahang and others in 1999 demonstrated the ability of first-generation MTA to be a viable orthograde material in epixification treatment when they tested it on immature dog teeth. They shown that MTA had cementogenic properties and aid in induction of root end closure. MTA shows the ability of releasing of hydroxyl ion and sustaining high pH for extended period, which indicates that it may have bactericidal activities according to Friedland 2005. Al-Maligi and Avery 2006 compare mineral trioxide aggregate with calcium hydroxide clinically and radiographically as material used to induce root end closure in necrotic permanent teeth with immature apices. Cutler and Bogan 2009 review MTA indications as root end filling and methods to perform MTA orthograde filling. Among these, Lawati technique, which was suggested by Ingrid Lawati of Santa Barbara, California. Despite that, all current obturation techniques with MTA can show dense fill radiographically, but micro-CT of the extracted teeth reveals a small void presence in most experimental specimens. Now, the aim of this investigation is to compare the mass of MTA as a root canal filling material in the apical 5 mm of artificial root canal by measuring the mass, radio opacity, and obturation time using 4 different techniques, including the Lawati technique, Auger technique, Guttaberg buoyance, and Nitai bloggers. 40 transparent acrylic block with 30-degree curved canal prepared using ProTaper Gold 2508, 1 mm short of the working length, and the stainless steel K-file 10 used to remove debris with the help of 1 ml distilled water after each file. Radiograph was taken before and after preparation to serve as control and ensure the canal free of any radio-opaque material. Composite restoration used to create coronal coverage, and polysiloxane to create a base for transforming the block to phantom head. The blocks were divided into 4 groups. First group is Lawati technique. In this technique, stainless steel K-file smaller than master apical file, which is ISO 20, is used to carry MTA to the working length. The process repeated till the file shorter of the working length by 1 mm. Then the next file, which is 25, back MTA in the canal till it becomes shorter of the working length by 2 mm, and so on till file 45 is reached. Second group is Auger technique. In this technique, MTA backed inside the canal using a ProTaper Gold 2007 in reverse motion, which is smaller than master apical file. Element machine used to create a custom sequence. The backing repeated till the file 5 mm short of working length. Third group, modified GB group. ProTaper Gold F2 GB cone used and modified by shortened 1 mm of working length and was used to back MTA, then shortening of GB cone by 1 mm after each increment to maintain constant size taper ratio during backing till 5 mm of MTA is backed. Fourth group is a blugger group. Size 0 Buchanan blugger used to transfer and back MTA in the canal circumferently till 5 mm of MTA was backed in the canal. The rest of the canal was filled with MTA using red Buchanan blugger in all groups. Evaluation of obturation done through three criteria. The first criteria is time, and the second criteria is luminance or whiteness of the filling at each millimeter of the 5 millimeter apically packed MTA, and mass by measuring the weight of the block before and after obturation. For the result, no significant difference between the group in mass. Lawati technique has the highest opacity among the group in the apical 3 to 4 millimeter, followed by auger technique. Modified GB technique comes next, and at last is a plugger technique. The mean obturation time was as follow. Lawati took almost 10 minutes, and the rest of technique almost half of the time needed to perform Lawati backing technique. In conclusion, the Lawati, auger, and matching GB point technique are comparable technique in MTA obturation. In curved canal, plugger are likely to have more voids and be unable to reach the apical end of the canal. Although the Lawati technique take the longest time to complete canal obturation, it may produce a greater density obturation with a greater radio opacity. What I take from this study is that the incidence of void within root canal filling can be influenced by several factors. Among them is the clinician experience and the selected filling technique, and it's important to choose the technique for your case to achieve less voids and better MTA adaptation. And thank you.